What is up, guys? Welcome back to Jackson Builds. Welcome if you're new. In here you can see we got a pretty badass lineup of GMCs. So let me show y'all what we're going to be doing to this blue one right here. So we've got this nice blue truck in here, nice GMC all-terrain with a little magic under the hood here. We got this nice Procharged truck here. It's supposed to have a built motor in it, and this customer's actually only had this truck for less than 10,000 miles, and as you can see, we've got some serious blow-by issues. It's just pissing out of the catch can. There's oil coming out of all the seals, everything. So somehow it's getting too much crankcase pressure, even though it's got a double breather catch can system. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go in here, we're gonna tear this thing apart and see if anything is wrong with it, reseal it, whatnot. I have a feeling I'm gonna find something, maybe over-gapped rings or something. We're gonna go into this thing, I'm gonna take it all apart, get this Procharger system off. But I've got some really sick parts for this thing that I had powder coated so that it would make this engine bay pop with this blue truck. So boom, look at that. Blue Holley Hi Ram, blue alternator bracket, blue water pump, and the valve covers. It's gonna look sick under this hood. It's pretty color matched. This truck's actually really dirty right now, and these parts are actually super clean. I will say they will be just a little bit lighter because, I mean, they've got some serious flake in them. Under this hood is gonna look sick. So let's get this thing torn down so we can put these nice parts on it. There we have it. Got her all covered up, ready to be worked on so I don't scratch her up. What we're gonna do, pull this whole front drive off, pull this whole motor out. I'm not gonna show too much of it just because it's just me working and pulling it out. I mean, not much to it. Done a bunch of these, so I'm gonna get it out of here and I'll show y'all once I've got it out. Well, there we go. Got her out, got her draining. About to put her on the engine stand, get her torn down, and see what we really got going on in here. So far, it just looks like a set of stock LT1 heads on this thing. Get my clip out of there. It's got ARP head bolts, has ARP mains as well, so may very well be what the other shop that built it said it is. Yeah, we're gonna get this thing drained out, get it on a stand, and see what's going on. So here we go. I got her flipped over, pop the oil pan. So here we go. I'll lift her up, and there we go. Looks like a bunch of forged parts in here. Okay, guys, so I got the block torn down, and I've got all the rods and pistons out. I've got the crank out of it. I've got it right here, and so I've got my number one here. So number one here, if y'all know anything about building motors, y'all know you don't need to gap the rings that damn much, okay? On my top ring, 0.027 on my top ring, okay? That's kind of big. I mean, I wouldn't run that big of a gap unless it was like 1,000 horsepower. On my second ring, 0.040 on my second ring. I just want y'all to see this. I put these rings down in here. This is the second ring right here. I put the second ring in second. And just look at the gap right there on the second ring. You can see how big that is. Pulled it out and put it in here. Let me grab my measuring tool real quick. So I may have over-exaggerated a little bit on the 40 over, but as you can see here with my worn out tools here, I've got a 0.012 and a 0.024. I'm going to stack these two, and that makes it a 0.036. I'm going to stack these, and boom. Right in. Went right in. So I got a 0.036. And I mean, that thing is busted wide open. Like, that is a big gap for a low-ish horsepower build. Like, he wasn't going for more than like 600 or 700 for this build, and they gapped it that big. So it's obviously no wonder why he has blow-by issues and his catch can's filling up so fast, blowing seals out. Anyways, enough with the nerd talk. I'm gonna get a new set of rings ordered, new bearings and stuff. Bearings didn't look too bad, so we're gonna order new cam, bearings, rings, gaskets, all of it. We're gonna get it slapped back together and fix it. All right, so we're back at it, folks. We got our block back from the machine shop. Went ahead and reassembled it here with a K-Tech, oil pump, C5R timing chain. We got our pistons back in. Clean them up a little bit. I mean, they were pretty bad before, but I didn't want to apply too many abrasives to them. So kind of just ragged them off, brake cleaned them a little bit. But other than that, I mean, the sides of them are clean, stuff like that. So crank is mic'd, everything's measured out. Got the new cam bearings installed. K-Tech billet oil pump installed. So now what I'm going to do is slap some PRC ported heads on this thing. There we go. Got our heads on now. Went ahead and put the rocker arms on too. I went ahead and did a CHE churning upgrade on them. So those are all good now. Everything's nice and lubricated. Went ahead and put the valley plate on and a LT4 high pressure fuel pump. I've got some pretty cool blue parts for this thing, as y'all know. Valve covers, intake, some of the front drive and stuff like that. So what I'm about to do is go ahead and throw this timing cover on, plug in the oil pump and all that stuff. And then I'm going to go ahead and put the front drive on, valve covers, intake, so that we can see how this thing is going to look in the truck, but outside of the truck so you can get the whole view. You guys, I was not expecting this motor to go this hard with the blue on it. It looks insane. So without further ado, here we go. Goes hard. Look at that thing. Can't wait to get this thing installed. I'm gonna throw the oil pan on it and we're gonna get it put into this truck. This is everything put all together. Still need to run a rag over everything, make it nice and clean. We're gonna change that intake system as well, because you can see that cone is pretty messed up. But I mean, all these nice shiny parts are on here now. Nice blue Hi Ram connected up. So about to fire this thing up. All right, folks, so we made it up here to Kroger. We're gonna pump some nice Kroger E85 in it, which will be better than, Murphy's or Racetrack E85. Kroger's the best. So we're gonna get some Kroger E put in here. Hopefully we get a good percentage and we're gonna hit that dyno. All right, everyone, so we made it up here to HPP in the good old lifted race truck. Good old sleeper. So about to put this thing on the dyno and see what she can put down. I'm really excited to see what this thing can potentially put down. I can see it's kind of belt slipping once it gets to the RPMs. All right, folks, we're out here doing some street driving. Okay, full pull.
Is that radar or what? Is that just saying we're
That was like, hey man, you're speeding.
okay.
I said, hey man, slow down.
Okay, good. I thought it was, hey man, it's a fucking guy.
Hey, man, there's a state trooper.
Really?
No.
Motherfucker, I'm like looking at a laptop and then you say that. Jesus. Fucking heart attack, bro. You didn't give me a heart attack.
I don't even know what this guy's looking at. Just a bunch of numbers.
I don't even know either. It's just like,
bunch of numbers moving
it looks
around.
pretty though. You see all the colors I got going?
It's a lot.
They blend together and like it starts making really neat stuff. I don't know. It's pretty cool.
Wow.
Sorry. Enhance. Here at your worship center, and I'm praying that this transmission is going to work.
Okay.
Okay.
Made it up here to the worship center. We're gonna put a holy tune in it.
Yeah. This one we're gonna need God to help us with this one.
No, we're not gonna put a holy tune in the block, but we're gonna.
Yeah, I don't want to put the whole.
Yeah.
I don't want to put the whole in the block tune.
Yeah. All right, folks. So we're headed back from the tune. I'm gonna do a little pull for y'all here. Do a little 70 roll, something light. All right, here's another little pull for y'all from a 50. I'm on a full-size truck here, folks. Alright guys, so we're finding a little bit of belt slip issue. As you can see in between the shifts, it kind of hesitates and then comes back in. He's going to come back for a second round of mods. We're going to do a bigger throttle body, change up the intake a bit, you know, maybe instead of just aiming it right at the high ram, make it come around. And then we'll make a couple other changes as well. We will put a smaller belt on it, tighten up those tensioners a little bit, because right now they're all the way maxed out, and that's the belt that actually came with that kit. We're gonna get it fixed here real soon and make that thing a real ripper, but it already is so fast. It is so fun. 570 horsepower and 570 torque is quite a bit considering it's 4x4 and it's got those off-road wheels and tires on it. So it's already got, I don't know, I'd say 25% drivetrain loss or more. So just take that in consideration when you see those numbers. With that being said, thank y'all for watching. Make sure to follow me on Instagram at JackStanBuilds. Like and show me some support on YouTube. You know, subscribe to your boy. I'm gonna try to upload more this year so that we have some good content coming out. I've got some sick builds I'm about to finish up. So thank y'all for watching. I'll see y'all later. Peace.